look, I love Star Trek V. Yes, it has problems, namely the stripper cat lady fight.
The movie. Yeah.
But the Laughing Vulcan, I fucking loved it. What does God
Mhm.
need with a starship? I think is some of the best Star Trek writing of all time. You know,
That I cannot disagree with. I loved that moment where he said, "What does God need with a starship?" That was great.
because he's the only guy thinking. The whole
I
need
got
my
2
pa-
minutes in the entire movie that I could take it back. More than 2 minutes because I loved all the Yosemite scenes. All the stuff they did out at Yosemite, I loved that.
Yeah, it was fun. But
Says the guy in an Eddie Bauer shirt. So yeah.
That's fair. No, like when they were all in 10 Forward,
Mhm.
and the power of friendship is more powerful than the power of taking your pain away.
Mhm.
Love that whole bit with those three, and how McCoy is the most susceptible, even though you wouldn't think he would be. And then he's like, well, if my buddies are staying, I'm staying, because that's just how I am. And I loved all
Mhm.
that. So anyway,
Yep.
I wrote a little bit about it and had a couple of people, with the hard R attitude.
Jeez.
More hard R's.
I got a lot of love. I got a lot of love for that. People are like, you know what? It's not as bad as you remember. It is bad. I know it's bad. But I still love it the most.
So I watched Kevin Smith and Jason Mewes. They did it. They just started another podcast because why?
Of course
would
they did.
Because we need more things taking away from us. But and they were talking about, Kevin Smith was talking about how you take Jason Mewes to any movie, any superhero movie, he's going to have a great time, and you're going to have a great time because he's having a great time. He said he went to Batman v Superman, and he was like, he watched it the first time by himself, and he was like, "Where's the joy? Where's the fun that should be here? Because this is a comic book movie." And he said, then he went with Jason. He went with Jason, and he said, Jason brought the joy. Because you've got that whole scene where Batman's in the trench coat, and it's in the far future, and he's fighting all these guys. Then all of a sudden, parademons show up, and he hears Jason next to him, "Parademons," and just loving every second of it. Is like, this is the joy right here. This fucker right next to me is the joy.
Aw.
And that was, and that was it. It was like, I think a lot of the Star Trek stuff, we can both say a lot of those movies aren't the greatest.
Sure.
There's plenty of things wrong with them. I mean, my favorite is still the one with the whales, as we'd like to call it now. And we have Kirk going into warp, basically in atmosphere, and flying a full impulse to get to the whales, which is light speed. I'm like, did we not read the technical manual like every fucking fan has done? So it was, but for me, it's still the joy. I still love all the, colorful metaphors, the guy on the bus, the punk rocker on the bus, all that kind of stuff. I love all that stuff. Yeah, I love it all. Scotty doing a 2-finger hunt and peck on the keyboard. And Jimmy doing with one missing finger too, so you get to see the one missing finger as he works on that and everything.
Finally.
Yeah, it was like, I love that movie. So, and it's not perfect. I watched it again recently. I'm like, yeah, this kind of sucks, but I still fucking love it. So now Star Trek 6, I might have to go to blows with somebody who tells me that's the worst of the Star Treks because I fucking loved it.
No, it's fantastic.
Yeah.